Good morning. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the South Central Region Graduation Day. This is actually our national graduation day, so while we're celebrating it here at our South Central region, we actually are celebrating it also at all of our campuses across the entire country. Today we actually have 165 teams that are graduating across the country. I'm sorry, 65 teams are graduating across the country. And 186 puppies that are going to be turning into campus to begin their professional training. So that's pretty impressive. And today here we're going to celebrate with 12 new teams that are beginning their journey and 23 puppies that are turning in here to start with their professional training. So I want to thank all of you for being here with us today, whether you're a graduate or soon to be a graduate, a puppy raiser, you're beginning your journey with us, or you have reached that culmination and you are turning your puppy over to start their journey with a graduate. We are so excited that you're here with us. If you're brand new to the organization, we welcome you and hope that you have a great experience here with us today. Today would not be possible, of course, without the support of a number of people and organizations, and I would like to take just a second to thank a number of people. Bread Financial actually sponsored our team training this graduation, and so we want to say a special thank you to them. The Reese Jones Foundation sponsored several of our teams. The Salentic Family Foundation actually sponsors our prison programs and is responsible for some of our placements that are happening here today. The Ed and Jean Matthews Foundation also sponsors our prison programs and is responsible for some of our puppies that are turning in. The Quinnell Family Encore, John Drake, who's our board president, Jocelyn Hudson, who's one of our board members, and of course Baylor Scott and White is the reason that we are able to be here in South Central Region. They're also graduating today, and so I want to say a very special thank you and recognition to Baylor Scott and White Health for being such a wonderful supporter and friend to Canine Companions. We really could not do what we do without their support and help. And then, of course, most of you know that our campus namesake, Judge Kincaid, usually comes up around this time and says a few words. He's actually not here today because he and his lovely wife, Melissa, the better half, are actually celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary. So I want to just give a special shout out to them. So today is the day that our mission comes to life. And it comes to life because of the people here in this room. So today, for our puppy raisers, whether you are passing the leash over to our graduates and have put in all of the hours and sweat and tears that required to get the dogs to this point, and this is, of course, the culmination of everything that you worked so hard for, or whether you are just turning your puppies in to the campus and entrusting us with their care. This is the core of our mission. We could not do what we do if you guys didn't raise these puppies and create these amazing dogs for us to be able to share with our wonderful clients. And for our graduating class, thank you for trusting us. Thank you for sticking with us through the process. I know it's a long and arduous process, but we are so appreciative that you have actually trusted Canine Companions and come to us. We are excited that you've begun this journey with us, and we look forward to so many more years with you. For everybody, this is a fairly unique class. This is we have great classes all the time, but these 12 are pretty unique in a lot of ways. So 3 of our graduating class members are actually former puppy raisers. One of them is actually graduating today with her own puppy, or not with the same puppy, but she's actually graduating today in the same class. And we have Carswell is receiving a dog, and of course they also raise puppies for us with their amazing prison program. Our fantastic partner, Baylor Scott and White Health, is receiving their 9th dog in this class. We have a successor placement. So I mean, this is an amazing class. And on top of that, it's just been a great class anyway. So I mean, this has been just a really fantastic group to be with, and we really appreciate all of the hard work that y'all have done to get to this point. Puppy raisers, your dogs couldn't be in better hands. And so I know that you're going to be so excited about the future and the relationships that hopefully you were able to build at brunch, and that you can continue on forward as we move forward. Today's graduation is also exciting in another way across the country, because while everybody knows that, or hopefully you know, that 1975 began our journey with Canine Companions as the leading service dog organization, this actually marks our 8,000th placement today. And so that 8,000th placement will take place later today in the Southwest region in Colorado. And so we're going to watch a little video to celebrate that 8,000th placement. We're very excited. That's a huge milestone. And so that it's taken us a while to get there, but not many organizations can say they've done that many placements. So we're very excited about that. I want to just direct your attention to a short video to celebrate that placement.
My name is Dr. Angelique Florberg-Pratt, and I live in Denver, Colorado, and this is Cabo.
I'm Elizabeth Wright. My husband Gene and I had the great pleasure of welcoming Cabo into the world. We witnessed her first breath and her first squeal. We watched her take her first steps after being the first puppy to open her eyes.
Hi, I'm Ann. I was a volunteer puppy raiser for Cabo from 9 weeks until she returned to Canine Companions.
My disability is transverse myelitis, and I acquired my disability when I was only 4.5 months old, and so I use a manual wheelchair to get around day to day, and I'm not able to stand or walk or things like that. Being team number 8,000 for Canine Companions, first of all, it's just a tremendous honor. And I really feel like, as both with my former service dog and now successor dog, that having a service dog is the missing piece of the puzzle of my accessibility needs as a person with a disability. I'm so excited for her to be able to pick up items that I drop, because I sure do drop a lot of things, and also to be able to get my wheelchair if it rolls away. So that's a more complex task for her, of putting together a lot of different pieces of her training.
Raising Cabo was such an amazing journey. She was my first puppy, and it was apparent from the start how smart she was. She'd already learned how to sit on command, and she was fearless and loved to learn. During training, we'd go through the various commands, and at the end, she would look at me as if to say, "Aced it, what's next?" I love Cabo, and I know that Anjali will be the perfect partner for her.
For the future of Canine Companions, I really hope that we continue to welcome many more graduates into the field, many more puppy raisers and volunteers. I believe that the future is bright for Canine Companions, to be able to continue to welcome those individuals into the fold, and to be able to make matches, and to encourage individuals to continue to live their best lives, and to be able to accomplish things that they didn't even think were possible.
We are so pleased that Cabo and Anjali are the 8,000th service team for Canine Companions, and we wish them the very best of luck in their new relationship together.
What an amazing video. Hello and welcome to Canine Companions Matriculation and Graduation. My name is Chandler Stokes. I'm the Puppy Program Manager for the South Central region. I've had the honor to be part of every dog's life we are celebrating here today, and I think I'm pretty lucky. Today we are honoring the 12 graduating teams and their puppy raisers, as well as the matriculating class of our 23 dogs. We'll also celebrate 3 new breeders selected from our region since the last matriculation. The Canine Companions breeding program is a very essential part of Canine Companions. They ensure the success, health, and integrity of our dogs. Each of these Canine Companions puppies, service dogs, and facility dogs you see today are specifically bred for their jobs. Our breeding program is based out of our headquarters in Santa Rosa, California, and we'll be celebrating the 3 raisers today. Will the raisers please stand as your name has been called? First up is B the Third, raised by Tracy Conan of Bedford, Texas. Hooper the Fifth, raised by Judy Schumpert of Bridgeport, Texas. Renna, raised by Roberta and David Hanchy of Lake Charles, Louisiana. These breeders will be the part of the future generation of service dogs, some of the biggest jobs we have. And we cannot wait to see their puppies change lives in the future. Please give a big round of applause to those puppy raisers once again. We will celebrate these 3 puppies as well as all the breeders selected nationally. Please turn your head to the videos. right, now to talk about what we all are here to do, and they're the reason we're all here as well. Puppy raisers spend over a year developing these puppies to hopes of them becoming a service dog and walk across the stage like you'll see today. These volunteers taking a baby puppy at just 8 weeks old, and that means a lot of sleepless nights, long days in the kennel, trying to really perfect all of those behaviors. They take them out and teach them a set of skills, socialize them in public, as well as provide love and care, all to build this solid foundation you'll see in each one of these dogs. They have such an important future ahead, and it's really all up to the puppy raiser. The emotional, financial, and time commitment is really critical in creating these foundations of these future service dogs. Today, you'll see some of the most amazing volunteers hand over their leash for the last time as a puppy raiser and off to its official working job. Up next, I get to invite one of the most amazing people I'm lucky to know, Maeve Cooney of Austin, Texas. When I think of Maeve, I think of the word dedication. Her dedication stretches far and wide, quite literally. Maeve leads classes and answers every question. Maeve leads puppy class and answers every question for the Hill Country chapter. Maeve has a gift not only of dog training, but communicating in a way where they're relatable to the puppy raiser. Ask any of the Austin area raisers, they've all spoke to Maeve, and they have Maeve's phone number. Even all the graduates as well. Maeve's dedication does not end there in the Austin area and in the puppy classes. She also leads 2 of our prison programs, FCI Three Rivers and FCI Bastrop. With Maeve's help, we have grown these 2 programs to have over 9 dogs at any given time in them. Maeve has given the incarcerated individuals all the needs necessary and the training necessary for them to be successful. In 2023 and 2024, FCI Bastrop has been 100% successful in all the dogs raised. I wish I could tell you everything that Maeve gets to do, but I would have to have y'all here a lot longer than the hour we were given. She's done so much to us, and she's been an immense help for me, especially coming into this. But you're going to meet Maeve. Everyone, welcome to the stage, Maeve Cooney.
Thanks, Chandler. You exaggerate. Good afternoon, everybody. So long before many of you here were born, back in 1989, I got my first Labrador. Dublin was black, she was bench bred, she was beyond beautiful. My friend had bred her, and we agreed that if she turned out, we would show and breed her. The local fanciers association where I lived was the Labrador Retriever Club of Southern California, and I planned to join. Then a few things happened. I learned that for years, the Labrador Club had donated the profits from their annual specialty show to an organization called Canine Companions for Independence, and that they were no longer going to do this. Their reason was that CCI was crossbreeding dogs for their program, and as a purebred fanciers club, they couldn't condone this practice. If CCI was crossbreeding because it had difficulty getting stud service to purebred Labradors, the club proposed that they would arrange service free of charge among their members. I researched CCI, which back then wasn't as simple as typing CCI into a search engine, and I came to several conclusions. First, it was clear that CCI was attempting, as scientifically as breeding ever can be, to produce the best possible working dog to support people with disabilities. And they were not concerned about breed standards or bloodlines as an end in themselves. Second, it was entirely logical that the Labrador Retriever Club did not support crossbreeding dogs. And it was a very generous, if uninformed, offer to provide stud service at no cost to the program. Stud service then was $500, nowadays $3,000 to $5,000. Still, the refusal to support CCI's mission seemed small-minded. So I did not join the Labrador Retriever Club of Southern California, and I sent CCI $50 that I really couldn't afford at the time. The third conclusion I reached was that one day I was going to raise a puppy for CCI. Meanwhile, intrigued by the concept of service dogs, I taught Dublin to open doors, bring me things that I needed. She could pick up a credit card off a smooth floor, and generally help out when my herniated discs protested about life, as they often did. Then I moved to Texas for grad school. In 1999, I got a second Labrador, Jarek. Dublin died in the spring of 2003, And that summer, Tammy Hunt, an Austinite raising her third puppy, started a CCI chapter. I signed up for the public relations team. I still intended to raise a puppy, but I needed to work on the dissertation first, or so I thought. In the fall, I switched puppy raising groups, switched PR groups from public relations to puppy raising, and I got my first puppy. The dissertation is still in a box under the piano bench. I'm ABD for the rest of my life. But Annelle graduated, and Glory graduated, and then Laurie and Thea were released. And so it goes, as all puppy raisers know. Jerrig, Dublin's successor, contributed a lot to the CCI mission. She was an amazing assistant puppy raiser, helping to civilize my first 6 puppies. And her successors in this role have been Thea, who died in 2020, and Olive, my current assistant, both puppies that I raised for CCI who were released. Most of you are probably familiar with the African proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child." I believe the same is true of service dog puppies. Each one has a puppy raiser of record, to borrow the language of academia, but none of us do it alone. I've been able to raise puppies primarily because chemical engineering professor Gary Rochelle said, yes, he did. Gary said yes when I asked in the job interview if I could bring a puppy to work. 1 puppy was the arrangement. If he's ever noticed the occasional canine duo or trio in my office, he hasn't said anything, not much. I tell people they must be seeing double when they ask if I have 2 dogs. When I asked for flex time a few years ago so that I could assist with the puppy raising programs in area prisons, he said, sure. Because of his flexibility, I've been able to support the prison programs, initially in Bryan and Bastrop, and now in Bastrop and Three Rivers. I go to each of the 2 facilities on alternate Tuesdays to help the puppy raisers with training, keep track of vaccinations and supplies, sometimes shuttle puppies slated for temporary incarceration back and forth, or to give the prison pups some real-world experience. Everywhere puppy raisers take our puppies, we encounter people who allow us to work with the dogs in public settings to prepare them for eventual graduation. Service dogs in training may have public access rights in Texas, but there's a huge difference between being allowed into a restaurant and being welcomed into one. Every person who smiles when we walk into a facility or a place of business contributes to the mission. All these people are important, but the heart of the village is other puppy raisers. I don't know of any group of people in any role, paid or unpaid, who are more supportive of each other and of their mutual goal. Someone can't get their puppy to turn in, another puppy takes them. A puppy raiser in Victoria breaks her ankle and needs someone to look after her puppy for a fortnight over Christmas. Someone from Austin drives down and collects the puppy. A family member is having major medical issues. One of the prison programs takes their puppy for a couple of months. Puppy raisers, assistant puppy raisers, you're all amazing. Chandler, we thought that Becca's shoes were going to be hard to fill, but you're terrific. I think I speak for everyone when I say how much we appreciate I speak for everyone when I say how much we appreciate your unflagging support. I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge all of the staff who help us in myriad, uncountable ways, and especially the trainers who love and care for the puppies that we have loved and cared for, and, when the gods approve, enable them to go out into the world wearing blue jackets. Today is especially meaningful for me because Gordy is graduating, and I first met his trainer, Mackenzie, in 2017 when she graduated with hearing dog Hannah-Lay, who was my 10th puppy. It's a small world. So thanks to the village for helping prepare Gordy and all the other puppies today for this moment.
Thank you, May, for your continuing support and really listening to my crazy ideas and being such a valuable resource. You are truly amazing. In this next video, you'll get to see the cutest puppies that are matriculating today. Right after graduation, these 23 puppies will begin their journey to being a service dog. They no longer have that future of service dog vest. It's now that service dog vest, and they're working for the same mission we'll see today. This is also a bittersweet day as it marks the end of their journey as puppies in training, but to mark it as life-changing service dogs. Please turn to the screen and please watch our matriculating video. right. We are going to start the matriculation process. Up first will be all dogs involved in the Lone Star chapter. Up first is Noble the Sixth, raised by Berkeley Campbell and the Woolmac Machine Supply Company. Up next is Josephine the Fifth, raised by Jennifer Malinsky and Baylor Scott and White. Watts the Sixth. Oh no, Watts, just in Watts. Jackie Gillen. Sorry, they're coming towards me. All right, Libby, raised by Tanya Corman and Sage Corman at FCI Three Rivers. All right. Pele, raised by FEC Bryan and Judy Petty. Newt, raised by FPC Bryan and Dale and Lori Lundberg. Cosmo the Fourth, raised by FCI Three Rivers and Deb Mines. Ethan the Sixth, raised by FMC Carswell and Brett Clubb. Poppins, raced by Kathy Kirkpatrick. Weaver the Sixth, raced by Jamie and Anissa McDowell. Kyra the Third, raced by FBC Bryan and Trinity and Michael Johnson. Helena, raced by Mary Patterson. Lewis, raced by FPC Bryan and Sam Martinez and Christy. Sugar, raised by Dana Savage and FBC Bryan. And Brent. All right. Journey. Journey was raised by FCI Three Rivers, Aurora Estevez, and Judy Bueller. All right. Mariel, raised by FCI Three Rivers and Anna Hilton. Gianna, raised by Saul Sussman. Danny, the Fifth, raised by the Unruh family. All right. Iverson, the Fourth, raised by FCI Three Rivers and Carolyn and Mark Demas. Hamlin the Second, raised by FCI Three Rivers and Grace Mirabali. Amico, raised by FPC Bryan and Macy Millspew. Goose the Third, raised by Casey Pratt. Brielle the Third, raised by FCI Three Rivers, Brian Nicholas, Victoria Haynes, and Hannah Fletchel. Let's give a big round of applause for all those dogs matriculating today. Now, for everyone's favorite part. Here's a little, please direct your attention to the screen so we can take a little sneak peek into team training.
and I really like Nessie, and I know that she really likes us, and she's really cute and cuddly. She's always there when she needs you to be, and she listens very well.
It was one of those, like, instant, I knew this was my dog moments. I mean, I hadn't even gave him a command yet. He just came up to greet me, and I was like, yep, you're my dog.
We spotted Pierce the first day, not knowing that he would be ours, but at Baylor Scott and White Irving, he's just going to be a perfect fit for our rehab team. So we're excited to see all the things that he can do.
Getting to know Annie and her fun personality. She has energy for days and really is going to bring such happiness to the therapy sessions and to your Memorial Herman.
And so just knowing that freedom of being able to kind of be a little bit more active and resume life, I guess. I feel like life has been on pause for a couple of years of like, okay, I just got to be careful, got to be cautious of everything. And I feel just like a weight being lifted off my shoulders, knowing that Gordy is coming home and going to be a critical, like integral part of my life moving forward.
Thank you all for joining us today. My name is Elizabeth Maupin, and my fellow class instructors and I had the privilege of teaching these wonderful individuals the past 2 weeks and watching each grow into their new teams. We are honored to be introducing 12 new teams to the Canine Companions community. I would like to invite Usher and Knight's presenter to join me on stage. It has been fun to see Usher and Knight's teamwork develop. This blossoming relationship especially shown during Dog Olympics. Usher and Knight both understand slow and steady wins the race of life. Usher is looking forward to taking Knight on strolls through the neighborhood and with him to college. Usher is graduating today with service dog Knight the Fourth. Knight was raised by repeat raisers at Texas Tech University, Patrick McGuffey, and Aubrey Doe. Today, Knight is being presented by Aubrey Doe of Lubbock, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Usher and Knight. I'd like to invite Cozy's presenters to join me on stage. Right before team training started, Aubrey created a special place in her house and said she was ready to meet the special pup who the cozy bed and toys would belong to. Apparently Cozy heard this and decided the nest already had her name on it. Aubrey is looking forward to this new chapter with Canine Companions after raising 3 puppies. Thank you, Aubrey, for your dedication. Aubrey is graduating with service dog Cozy. Cozy is being presented today by repeat raisers Brian and Kelly Torman of Fort Worth, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations to Aubrey and Cozy. I would like to invite Ashley and Kinson's presenters to join me on stage. Kinson is eager to work and please. He does not realize he is actually working when performing his tasks, and we are certain his fun attitude toward hard work will inspire his patients. Having puppy raised for Guide Dogs of America and Canine Companions, Ashley came to class ready to hit the ground running. She willingly guided and advised her fellow students as they figured out their own new partnerships. Ashley is looking forward to incorporating Kinson into treatments to enhance care for a variety of rehabilitation patients. Ashley is graduating today with facility dog Kinson II. Kinson is being presented today by repeat puppy raisers Karen and Curtis Moritz of Southlake, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Ashley and Kinson. I would like to invite Lieutenant Commander Timmons and Lieutenant Carpenter and AJ's presenters to join me on stage. AJ loves life. His exuberance will help motivate the team's patients in their physical therapy interventions. His handler's daily goal is to improve the quality of life for their patients. AJ's goal is for his new team to find a way to incorporate his favorite retrieve item, the Barbie. We doubt anyone will have a bad day after interacting with the loving and silly AJ, and we look forward to all the activities he will be taught to do. Lieutenant Commander Timmons and Lieutenant Carpenter are graduating today with facility dog AJ VI. AJ is being presented today by repeat raiser Angela Jackson Brunning of Forney, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations to Team AJ. I would now like to ask Sean to the stage to introduce more of our lovely teams.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sean, and I'm an apprentice instructor with Canine Companions, and I also had the pleasure of spending the past 2 weeks with these lovely, lovely people. Without further ado, let's continue introducing our graduating class of August 2024. Hannah, if you wouldn't mind making your way up here. And Beth, come on up. Hannah was one of those people that really brought a ray of sunshine with her every single day. Soft-spoken, but sweet and tender. With this dog, she's going to conquer boundaries and begin a new chapter in life. Today, Hannah is graduating with service dog Beth VI. Beth is being presented by Addison Kane and Laura Lee Moyer of Trophy Club, Texas. We did it. You guys can now pass the leash. Congratulations. Well done, guys. Up next, I'd like to invite Renee and Susan up to the stage. This was a really fun class with all these groups of people. We had facilities, we had kids, we had adults. But every single one of them came with creative ideas and a real fun utilization of a dog. And I actually learned quite a bit from these folks. They're great. Today, Renee is graduating with facility dog Pierce the Fourth. Pierce is being presented by Diane Graytech and was raised by FMC Carswell, Zoe Dew, and Azaria Ooh. You guys can now pass the leash. Congratulations. Well done, guys. Gavin, if you want to join us on stage. As Gavin mentioned, it was love at first sight with this dog. This dog was the only one that just hopped right into his lap and said hi, and I asked him, was that okay? He looked at me and said, absolutely, that was great, I love that. Together, they're gonna conquer boundaries and travel new places. Today, Gavin's graduating with service dog Prescott the Fourth. Prescott was raised by Jeff Green of Denton, Texas, and has been presented by him today. Congratulations, guys, you can now pass the leash. Wonderful. Carson, now's the time. In class, we had Carson handle a lot on his own, and he got to handle quite a few different types of dogs, but this one was a little bit special, and he lovingly named her the Loch Ness Monster, which is applicable to the dog. Together, they're gonna do all sorts of fun activities, and this dog is gonna be with him wherever he goes. Today, Carson's graduating with service dog Nessie the Fourth. Nessie was raised by Tammy and Greg Allman of Coppell, Texas, and is being presented by Jackie Jellin. You guys can now pass the leash. Congratulations. Well done, guys. And now I'll pass it off to the other class instructor, Mackenzie, to finish it off.
Thank you, Sean. My name is Mackenzie, and I am one of the apprentice instructors here at South Central, and I had the honor of helping to teach this wonderful class. It's been so exciting to see the teams begin building their relationships with their new partners and begin this first chapter of their life-changing journeys together. So without further ado, let's get our last four up here. So at this time, I'd like to invite Team Matthew and their puppy raiser to the stage. Before we announce this new graduating team, we'd like to recognize Matthew's previous service dog, Lulu, for her years of service. Over the past 2 weeks, Matthew has worked through the unique experience of obtaining his successor service dog. This challenge includes learning to communicate with a new partner, learning a new way of handling, and building a new relationship. Matthew has laid a fantastic foundation for his new relationship with Kaz, who is his second Canine Companion service dog, and Kaz has stepped up to meet Matthew in this new partnership. We're all so excited to see what this team accomplishes in their future. Matthew has said he is looking forward to how Kaz will make his physical daily tasks easier. Matthew is graduating today with successor service dog Kaz the Fourth. Kaz is being presented by his repeat puppy raiser, Larry Nelson of Dallas, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Matthew and Kaz. Next, I'd like to invite Team Ugia and their puppy raisers to the stage. Ugia came into class excited to learn and see all the possibilities her dog has to offer. She has had previous experiences with a service dog of her own. However, this will be her first Canine Companion service dog. It was evident that Gordy and Eugia were meant for each other from the moment they met in their first rotation, especially when it was time to swap dogs and Gordy wanted to stay with Eugia. Eugia mentioned throughout class how Gordy truly fit right into her pack at home, and it's almost like he's always been there, especially with his go-with-the-flow attitude. It's amazing to watch this team work together and to see the fantastic relationship developing between the two, and we know the sky is the limit for this team. Eugia has said she looks forward to Gordy retrieving items to make her day-to-day life easier. She is graduating today with service dog Gordy. Gordy is being presented today by repeat puppy raiser Maeve Cooney of Austin, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Eugia and Gordy. Next, I'd like to invite Team Tara and their puppy raisers to the stage. Tara has been so enthusiastic throughout class about all the possibilities a new facility dog can bring. She has had fantastic ideas for how she can incorporate a facility dog into her busy day-to-day routine. For a job like this, we knew just a dog. Enter Annie, a bright, enthusiastic golden that truly is a ray of sunshine. From the moment we saw Tara working with Annie, it was clear they would be an amazing team to help the many patients they would see. From the way that Tara laughs at the goofy antics that come with a golden, to the clear communication Tara provides for Annie, this team will truly be unstoppable. We are all so excited to hear about the joy and laughter these two will bring to the patients. Tara has said she looks forward to Annie inspiring and motivating countless patients through various activities. Tara is graduating today with facility dog Annie the Ninth. She is being presented today by repeat puppy raiser Claire Hilton of San Antonio, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Tara and Annie. Last but certainly not least, I'd like to invite Team Preston, Carolyn, and their puppy raisers to the stage. Preston and Carolyn came to class ready to work together to find the perfect match. It didn't take long for us to realize just who that dog was. From the moment Preston and Patch met, it became evident that Patch had found her match. This dynamic duo truly are amazing to watch together. Whether that is Patch utilizing a tug strap to help Preston to his feet, to Patch eagerly retrieving anything Preston might drop, this team can take it all on. Carolyn has said she is looking forward to Patch enabling Preston to live more independently. Preston is graduating today with service dog Patch the Fourth. She is being presented today by Addie Lyle of Carrollton, Texas. You may now pass the leash. Congratulations, Preston and Patch. I will now pass the microphone to our class speaker, Preston, Carolyn, and Patch.
Okay. Carolyn. Preston had said that he had wanted to talk, and then as it got further in, he was like, "Mommy, please no." I was like, I gave him up till right now to say so. All right. Preston was born in 2016, and his entrance to the world was very dramatic. His cord prolapsed, causing mixed tone cerebral palsy, affecting every aspect of his physical movements. We immediately moved into a world of splintered resources and services. In 2019, we met an anchor at an Easter egg hunt sponsored by Rise Sports and Hope Kids, a volunteer Canine Companions for independent puppy raiser Jackie. I spoke with her for a little bit, and what I remember walking away from that was Jackie said, "He will take his socks off." That's all I knew. That's all I needed to know. And I was like, okay. So she joyously had told me a bunch of things, but that's what stuck in my mom brain. And that blew my mind. She invited us to attend the upcoming graduation just like this one, and we did. That conversation and the impact of that graduation prompted me to say, as soon as he's 5, drop in the packet. Then 2020 happened. Yeah, and everything got topsy-turvy for everyone. We had so much physical and emotional change and personal setbacks that turning in that application fell to the back of a very, very long list. And then in 2022, We were at an All Abilities Expo in Dallas, and we saw the staff running another Canine Companions booth. And I knew it was time. I dropped his packet in early 2023, and before I knew it, it was our time. And it certainly has been our time. Patch is every bit the incredible gift that Jackie said she could be for us. From the moment we touched her leash, she was ours. Preston cried so hard when we had to say goodbye for the day. On pre-match day, he was whole. And I saw him grow up. She can help him stand independently. Excuse me. She can help pick up his shoes, his socks, his braces. She can help him clean his room. And this is the most important. But more importantly, they can do it in shortened time, and for him, expending half the energy. And for cerebral palsy, that is a big deal. He's choosing to independently move his manual chair with her trotting by his side as a happy little duo. And what I didn't see coming from those early conversations was the confidence Patch has unleashed in him. Because of the new confidence and belief, this past Tuesday, during team training, he put his socks on for the first time. I wasn't even in the room. I come back in, and they're on. And the joy on his face and the pride. Now he has a battle buddy that is unique, just like him. They will go to school together, play baseball together, experience life together. Now on, he will no longer be alone. He will no longer be the only in the room. And his family is complete. He has his own anchor now, puppy style. These past 2 weeks, we have been surrounded by the most incredible fellow graduate families. We have grown so tight in such a short time, and I feel that we have made bonds that will last for years to come. This amazing organization, from the kennel staff, instructors, professional staff, and volunteers, have filled us with critical training and knowledge and given us patience, kindness, and grace. Our family is forever grateful for you all. Preston wanted to say, thank you, instructors, for bringing Patch to me. Thank you.
Yeah, there was only one possible way that I was going to come after that. So it had to be with the puppy in my arms. Oh, sorry, hang on. Let's see, is that working now? Okay, there we go. So this is Tony. Tony is 8 weeks old, so we are seeing where all of our puppies end up, hopefully, and this is where they begin. And so Tony is on his way to one of our prison programs. If he doesn't escape me first. Little bit too small for the vest quite yet, but he'll grow into it pretty quick. That was wonderful. Thank you so much. Just a couple of really quick notes. You'll have to hang on. You have to wait. He does not want to be held. He wants to go outside and play. Here we go. Well, now I've just lost all of my credibility. Now I've lost all of my... Thank you, everybody, for being here. Just a couple of quick notes. We do have a very busy season coming up here in the next couple of weeks. September is Service Dog Month, so that's going to be a great month for you to help us celebrate. We do have an event right here at campus. It's going to be on September 5th. And so if you have a chance to come out here, we're going to be screening Andy. For those of you who haven't had a chance to see Andy, we're going to be doing screenings of Andy here. We're going to be doing some service dog celebration events here. So if you have a chance, come out here. We're going to have a food truck here provided by Credit Union of Texas. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope you can join us. We're also going to have Dog Fest. We're coming up on Dog Fest season. And this year we have Dog Fest not only here in DFW, but we're also doing it for the first time in Houston. So our Houston people, give it a shout. That's right. So we have Dog Fest here in DFW on September 14th, and we're going to have it in Houston on October 5th. So if you haven't had a chance to sign up to be a part of it, please go online to canine.org/DogFest Texas, or Dogfest DFW or Dogfest Houston. And you can sign up there to register. It's free to register, but we would love for you to be a part of it. We also have North Texas Giving Day, which is going to be taking place on Thursday, September 19th. So again, hugely busy couple of weeks coming up here. So we would love for you to help us celebrate and just be a part of us, and just help us celebrate. This is going to be a great couple of weeks, and we're coming up on our 50th anniversary next year, and our 10th anniversary for this campus. So this is a big year coming up, and we would love for all of you to help us be a part of that and help us celebrate. So for our puppy raisers who just turned in, please join us back here in Team Lodge. For everyone else, be safe. It sounds like it's trying to rain outside, and so people in Texas don't drive very well. We tend to get a little crazy on the roads when the rain comes in, so be safe, take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time.